at the storage unit. It is Sunday after church. Good sermon today. And what we're going to do is pull some orders. eBay has been picking up a little bit. We're actually up, I think, 80% because we were on vacation mode. But so we're actually doing fairly well on eBay. We're selling more items, hopefully for higher prices like we've been saying. So let's get into it real quick. This came off of, I put underdrive pulleys on my Mustang, and then I sold the OEM part for $40 plus shipping, which is crazy because the underdrive pulleys cost, I think, $100. So right there, that was half the money. So that ain't too shabby. Sold a rock. Actually, it's petrified wood. $10 plus shipping on that. I started these out at $2. We bought a whole bunch of tools at a yard sale the other day, and these are all vintage Craftsman sockets plus a little screwdriver in there. Started out at $2. I was like, if I get $5 plus shipping, it is what it is. There's not a whole set here or anything. Went out for $32. And again, that was on auction. We don't like to do a lot of auctions, but that actually turned out pretty good. I'll probably be doing more of those. A Pelican case, a huge Pelican case. A Pelican 1650, which is gigantic, sold for $90 plus shipping. They spent $72 in shipping. Yeah, I know, right? Keens, women's Keens sold $45 plus shipping. A spray gun nozzle or spray gun adjustable valve sold $7 plus shipping. $18 for a little SK, very nice, 1/4-inch drive little ratchet there. We bought a Ryobi P320 18 gauge nail gun. Did not have a battery, tool only, at a yard sale for $10. Sold instantaneously for $55 plus shipping. The new Ryobi tools actually are fairly expensive. I remember when Ryobi was like, people thought they were bottom of the barrel, they were junk tools. I'm not saying they're wonderful, but I'm just saying if you can get the right Ryobis, they sell very, very well on eBay. The vintage Schwinn approved seat, dual spring brown bicycle seat, sold for $150, and we got it for $2.50. This little guy right here, we tried to sell these on Whatnot, and they wouldn't sell, right? Nobody bought them, so we put them on eBay, $9 plus shipping. That just shows you also that some things sell better on different platforms, right? Some things sell good on Whatnot, some things sell good in the booth, some things sell good on eBay. We don't know where anything sells good at. We're still learning after 5 years, right?
Yeah.
But we're still trying to figure it out because there is just a whole bunch that some things just sell better in different places. That's why it's good to have your stuff out as many places as you can do. It's good to have those, you know, your stuff everywhere.
Now, would you say if you have multi-quantity of one item, would you put it on all platforms that you sell on?
I probably
to see
would.
Which one,
to see which one
it sells the fastest
Absolutely.
on, and then you could just transfer them all over to that one.
Yep, not a bad idea. Craftsman sockets right here. This is a set. This was from, I think, 20 to 25 millimeter, 12 point. Went for $20 plus shipping. A shaft, an older actually golf shaft sold for $12 plus shipping. A pin sold $7.20. This little jersey right here sold. This is a vintage sweatshirt pullover, sold for $13 plus shipping. We did get this right here. This is a hybrid Easton bat. We got it for, I think, $5 at the Goodwill, and so for $40 plus shipping. In a storage unit, we did have a whole bunch of new KitchenAid items that we actually found, brand spanking new. They sold, two of them sold, which was the prep slicer and the food grinder. They sold for $52 plus shipping, and we did list the big mixer for $400.
Choo.
So between that and that, if that sells, that was actually the cost of the unit. A very cheap golf club sold right there, $11.88. We honestly, our golf clubs are just, they're hurting. I say that every time. We just, even this weekend, we did really good finding stuff. We didn't find any golf clubs. And the golf clubs that we did find were outrageously priced.
Yeah.
Like, well over eBay prices. So, golf clubs, we're having trouble. They were our biggest seller 3 years ago, by far, right? They are now our least fastest selling thing because we can't find any good ones. That's why we switched over to different things. You know what I'm saying?
They must be watching the Bearded Thrift Machine.
They must be watching the Bearded Thrift Machine channel. And then this little guy sold right here for $10 plus shipping. Bringing up holiday ornaments, we will be on Whatnot a ton, and we want to go ahead and thank everybody for coming out to your jewelry show.
Yes,
we
thank
sold
you.
100 items in 2 hours, so we appreciate everybody coming out to that. What we're gonna do, go home, pack your stuff up, ship it out. We are out at the storage unit, and boy, do we have a lot to do today. Today is Monday. Hopefully everybody's had a good weekend. Everybody's having a good week. We have to get all of this in there again, and we're also putting stuff in that's going to sit until we can actually list it. We're going to custom SKU a whole bunch of stuff, and we did sell something for over $400 that's been sitting for about a year. We finally sold it at the storage unit, like we just said. It didn't take us long to custom SKU stuff. We custom SKU'd everything in 7 minutes, which that ain't too bad because we have again, not a lot of stuff in here. Like I keep saying, we are going to liquidate in the month of November. It's going to be hopefully a ton of sales. I was talking about sales. We only have 2 sales, but when you sell something for a lot of money, it doesn't hit you quite as bad with only 2 sales. This went for $3,000. Just kidding. It went for $15 plus shipping. A book from the Mill of the Floss, from some sort of library, Franklin Library. I think these sell always for us for 10 to 15 bucks. But here it is, the big sale of probably the month, The Shining, that we got graded. We picked it up for 25 cents at a yard sale, brand new, graded it. I think it cost $125 to grade it. On their expedited, just because we were super excited to do it. It could have been a lot cheaper, but we expedited it. So we had, what, 125 bucks into it and 25 cents. It sold for 485 bucks. Now we did have this listed at like 900. It sat and somebody was like, hey, I'll give you 485 for it. And we said, we'll take your 485. Free shipping though. We'll go ahead and put some insurance on it. So it'll probably cost about $12 to $13 to ship, and you even get a little bag. Check it out. It's sold a couple of times, but people didn't pay for it or anything. But look, they can carry it around if they want to. They can carry around their Shining in their book bag. I mean, I don't know why you get a book bag with it, but they'll get it. And that's all the sales we have, which ain't bad because we made over $300 on one sale, and then probably 10 bucks on that sale, $310 in 2 sales. We could like to do that every day. The other day, man, we had, how many things did we pack? We had 132 items sell. That is including the whatnot sale, of course. And it was just a lot of shipping. And like, big items. And that takes a while to ship that type of stuff. I mean, it took us hours and hours to get all that stuff done. This right here, this ain't a bad for a Monday after a long shipping on a Sunday. So we're going to go ahead, jump in the car. We got to go get some propane, do some errands today. And we have some questions and answers for y'all. Actually, y'all have some questions, and I got some answers we'll do in the car. We got some questions. What do we got?
Julian, what bait did you use at the cabin when you caught all of those bass in Tennessee?
Actually, I used a, that was a lunker log. I tried a top water, caught a couple on top water, then I switched over to that, sank it to the bottom real slow, and bada bing, bada boom, 30 bass.
Quick question. When buying a storage unit, how do you determine a cost price for each item purchased? Do you include items you don't sell, or just count the items worth your time listing? Example, the unit costs $300, has only 10 items worth listing, so $30 per item for cost of goods.
We do cash in, cash out, so there's 2 different ways to do your taxes when it comes to this type of business under $2 million. If you have $2 million in receipts, at least I'm pretty sure it's $2 million, then you have to do the accrual way, which means that you have to state that every piece of everything that you're selling has a value to it, right? So that's the accrual way. I'm pretty sure you have to have $2 million in receipts. There's a cash method to do it that's kind of more of a basic method that we do, where we just state we spend $300 on a unit. That was cost of goods for that unit if we got out a ton of whatever the amount was. And then we have the receipt to tell the IRS, hey, why did you spend $300 in cash this day? Hey, we spent it on a storage unit that we sold, and then these are the items we got out of it that we can tell them that's on our eBay or we sold on our website, and they sold for this, and then the IRS then says, oh, okay, that's cool, and then we pay them all the money basically in taxes that we sell for the other things. Does that make sense?
Yep. Are you guys still going to get a warehouse? I have to say, I am very impressed by how coordinated your storage unit is.
Again, we're still thinking about it. We're still looking at it. That guy needs some sort of muffler. It sounds horrible. Look how small his little tailpipe is.
That's not nice.
Yeah. Anyway, it has to be cost efficient for us. I know we get beat up in the comments a lot because we don't have a warehouse, and somebody even said, well, you can get further away from the beach and buy a piece of land for $800 a month with a warehouse on it. I don't know where you live at. We don't have 20% to put down on a business place, you know what I'm saying? So then I'm pretty sure there's surely some sort of commercial PMI you'd have to pay, and then that would be paying points, which would then in return probably be $600 that you're flushing down the toilet, given to the PMI people, the private mortgage or the property mortgage insurance to the banks. It just does not make sense for us. We like to pay in cash for things. I mean, if you don't have 20% down to put on something, you don't need to be buying it. You don't need to be doing the zero down and I'll just pay it off later. That's just, and you can do what you want.
Right.
This is just
this
us.
is just us.
Yeah, we are not into that. We don't like paying, like on houses, people paying PMI and stuff like that. That's just, you are throwing a lot of money away if you just wait it and then got your 20%. So we are building money right now in the business to eventually buy a piece of property with a warehouse on it. So I don't know if we'll be renting one anytime soon. I think we just always kick back and forth. We'll see. But right now we are trying to get a lot of money in the business so one day we can actually buy a commercial property with the business. We've sat down with a whole bunch of people, and I think that's going to be the way that we're going to go. It might take 10 years. It might take 20 years. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we just don't want to jump in over our heads and then have these huge, $500,000 on a piece of something, and then something goes wrong, and then we don't have any equity in it.
Right.
And then you can't sell it. You're going to sell it for a loss.
Right. Where do you get your shipping supplies, like the bags you put the shirts in or blankets in? What is your average that you spend on shipping supplies per month? You're getting propane.
We're getting propane. Because we use Uline and we do quarterly. And now our last Uline order was $2,000 and the shipping was free because they were doing their little promotion thing. Uline sometimes have promotions. I think it's once a year they do free shipping. But we also bought stuff that we needed for the business. We needed some more shelving units that we bought and everything. But we use Uline because they have all the boxes we need. They ship next day. And it's just so much easier for us. It comes in a pallet, just boop, good to go. But we usually spend probably $1,500 to $2,000 a quarter in shipping supplies.
Between your storage unit shipping, thrifting, and shipping supplies booth, do you consistently come out ahead?
Yes, absolutely. Now in the first 2 years, no, I lost a ton of money because I didn't know what I was doing. But if not, like, we would have to do something else. Like, this is how we pay our bills. I mean, I know we're on YouTube now, but prior to YouTube days, we still were resellers.
Right.
And we still had to learn how to make money doing it. And this is how we pay everything. It's how we pay our mortgage, car payments. Well, we actually don't have no car payments. Health insurance, which is outrageous, which is actually more than our mortgage. And then just daily life. I mean, so absolutely now, does every item we come out ahead? No, sometimes we lose on certain items.
Right.
But absolutely, you got to learn what to pick up, what sells, and really that comes through research and experience on sell-through rates.
What thermal printer do you have? I got one that wasn't compatible with my iPhone.
Yeah, I actually don't know many that, I think maybe Rolos are compatible with iPhones. But you have a Dymo that we've had forever.
Yes.
And we probably will end up getting another one because right now it's starting to act up a little bit. But we've had that for probably 3 or 4 years, and it was used. And actually Kat gave it to us. And then the one I have is I got off Amazon for $90.
Mm-hmm.
And that one seems to work pretty good. We're gonna get the car washed because she's a little dirty. Which one do you think we should get?
What, car wash?
Yeah, you wanna go Champions? $15. Please select wash.
Please add payment for your selection.
Yeah, we can do the Champion.
We're going Champion. We're doing the whole thing. The thing is, this car leaks, which is pretty funny.
For purchasing the Champion, please drive forward to the light on the left-hand side.
We're driving forward.
I wonder if there's a lot of money in car washes.
I don't know.
There's gotta be.
Their facilities are huge. Like, this seems like, I don't know.
Everybody washes their car.
We only wash this one here because we don't wash the Mustang through here.
Oh no, or the Jeep.
Or the Jeep, yeah. We usually hand wash those. This is the only one we run through a car wash. Not that we don't like it anymore or any less.
Sure.
But it's just a lot easier.
For the business vehicle.
For the business vehicle, just to. You know what my favorite thing about the car wash is? The smell, because I don't know if there's a hole in this car, but it smells absolutely delicious. You can't tell me that don't smell good.
It does smell good.
It does smell good. What is this? It smells like runts. Yeah, this smells like runs.
candy.
Yeah, like the candy runs. Absolutely. And Cletus, I need another. Yeah, or Nerds. I need another air freshener. That one's lost its smell. Actually, I just throw it outside and make it smell like runs.
If Cletus were to watch this show, I would die.
And send me a an air freshener.
Air freshener. My problem is lighting. I have an Android phone and cannot find something to do pics inside. Ring light didn't work. I see Kayla has compact fluorescent bulbs in her office. Thoughts?
We use those in your room. We use the those big lights, right? The ones that have and they seem to work better because the ring light, while it does work, it always has a halo around it.
Yeah.
That's what we found. So we definitely use your lights when you list in your room. That's what you use. In my room or out in the garage where I do all the listing, I actually use a handheld LED light from Ryobi. I have an overlight that's LED, and then I have a handheld light that I kind of shine with my other hand and take a photo. I know that doesn't seem like the best, but we don't do a lot of clothing. If I had a lot of clothing, I'd probably do a lay flat, like where you would lay it flat and then have two big lights on the sides, but probably not ring lights, because if you do anything shiny with ring lights, it has a halo. You can see it in there, and it's so annoying. So that's why we use those, I guess you call them compact fluorescent lights. They're like the really big lights that have the spiral. They're huge. And they don't have a halo or anything, and it usually does well, because I used to use an Android, and actually the colors were easier to manipulate on the Android than I think the iPhone. The iPhone has, I think it has problems with like yellows and like black. Like a black color, it wants to turn gray, and a yellow, it wants to turn pale for some reason. And then we just have to, work around it. But we also use Photo Room that sometimes does brighten up the colors.
Trying to find the free shipping on Uline. Is it only for some customers or minimum amount purchases?
It is a minimum amount purchase. I believe it's $500 you have to minimally buy, and we usually buy over that anyway. But it automatically, between the dates of September, I want to say 17th or 16th to the 29th, they will automatically, when you get to that point, put your coupon in, and then you get free shipping. Out at the booth after our cleaning of the car, and it looks pretty bare. What was there? That rhymed. There was definitely something there, right? You might have to get your pictures out. Yeah, something big has sold. Yeah, no. You gotta.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, something was there. All right, so we did have a little trinket dish sell. That was right there. I'm telling you, these pictures are the way to go. We added something.
Yeah, we did.
That's funny. Oh, somebody was asking about these.
The canisters.
Yeah, the canisters. We'll get back to you on the old
And
email.
also, I think the butterfly.
The butterfly. Oh, that? Yeah, I can't believe that thing hasn't sold in here yet. Oh, maybe it was the picture that I'm thinking that was down there.
Oh, those pictures are gone.
Aha, there was something there. Yeah, there was other little pictures there that sold. That looked like they were the ones we got in Greenville.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, there was a pot.
Pottery. Yep, right there. There's a little pottery piece. I knew something was down there. And you said there was. And I was like, no, I remember something. We've sold actually a ton of stuff. But on Tuesday, actually, it's going to be tomorrow, we're going to come in here and redo the entire thing for fall, basically. So a lot of this stuff's going to leave, and then you're going to go get the tags, and we're going to have a whole, Halloween fall theme in here and get out some of probably like the summery things, right? Things for summer. Now, like the records will stay in here, and obviously merch will stay in here, but everything else will probably switch over to fall.